What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. It has been a long SEMA already. You can tell that my voice is pretty much completely gone. It's a little rough these last couple of days, but we're going to keep pushing through. So we were walking to the vlog booth today, and we've been noticing these toolboxes kind of getting built around us as the show was getting set up. And they kind of pulled me in today, and they're like, hey man, you want to check out something different that like you probably haven't seen in the toolbox world? And I'm like, yeah, sounds cool. You know, how different could it actually be? Well, it's pretty different, and we've been talking with the owner. I'm going to introduce you to him in a second. The guy's just, he's one of us, guys. The guy has been an absolute riot. I wish we were filming from the second we walked up, but let's go introduce you to Eric, the owner of Core Toolboxes and ProSlat and a bunch of other stuff. Alrighty, y'all, so we have Eric, the owner of ProSlat, who is the parent company to all of the products you're about to see in this video.
Thanks for inviting me, I appreciate it. So what we're doing here at SEMA is we brought out a new twist on an old category, okay? A lot of philosophies in the world are, let's get this guy into our brand, sell him a small box, a small toolbox, and then I know he'll come back and buy a bigger one. He'll sell that one, lose a bunch of money, and he'll buy a bigger one. And then he'll sell that one and he'll buy another bigger one. We figure the first box you own is the last box you own. That's just the way we work. You work hard for your money. You live in California, you know what taxes are about.
100%.
You got to take that home, right? So our philosophy is very simple. Best bang for your buck. And that's what it is. So our toolboxes are just kind of built to evolve as you evolve. Not only do we give you the choice of configuring them and the colors and all that kind of stuff, but we give you value. These are $1,800 to start off with, so it's not chump change. You got to spend on it, right? But I want that $1,800 to go for life. And how do we do that? By putting components in it that will last a lifetime. So just for example, our slide. So our slide comes with a warning, do not swim with, because you will sink, because it's so heavy, okay? It is a 450-pound roller bearing, never greased. So you know a lot of drawers, you pull them out and they got this grease memory. You got to kind of wiggle them to get them free again. This doesn't have any grease. It's all Teflon rollers. And this is made in Austria. It is a killer slide. And the cool part about this slide is the fact that I love German engineering, okay? So I call them up, and we're gonna do this. He says, well, this slide is tested to 2.5 million cycles. I said, oh, so I'll just give it lifetime. No, the engineers say 2.5 million. And I was like, okay, we'll say 2.5 million. And we turn around, we're like, yeah, it's lifetime. You know, it's a lifetime. So we give lifetime warranty, because you'll never, if you break this slide, I don't know what happened, but you probably drove your car into it, because they don't break. And if you do drive your car into it, take a picture, we'll still send you the free slides, because that's just awesome. So the other advantage is we give you the selection of all the drawer heights. But the drawers, so we got this mounting tab system, so you can say, hey, I bought this and I got a single and 2 doubles, but I wish I had 3 singles. So you call us up a year later and we'll sell you a drawer for 150 bucks. Like, we're really, this is the working class. Like, we give bang for your buck. So, and then you say, well, I really wish this drawer was down here. What's cool about it, bring it out, unclip it, out goes your drawer, off comes your slide, and you move it. It's that simple. All the drawers are punched for 7 single drawers, up to 7 singles. Bottom drawer is always a full big drawer. We want to keep that weight down bottom. But everything else is punched for you to, so you can literally move this to the top, that to the bottom, adjust. Nice. I don't know if you're a diesel mechanic or you work on toy cars. I don't know what you have in your garage. Every other box company is like, here is a 12 drawer unit, and this is what you get, and you can never move it. I don't know what you got, and I don't know what you're gonna be doing in 5 years.
Right.
You know, so it's just a question of make it versatile, make it lifelong, and make it evolve. So Core Toolboxes, in the past, quasi worked out. So my trainer's like, we gotta get that core going. That core's gotta be solid for everything else to work. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. It didn't work very well. But anyways, the core of the unit is all about this main box. And then from there, you build modules. And what we do is we come and connect them in and we add it. Now, a lot of boxes will have one single piece. We got a 16-foot rolling box. Like, we just keep going. Your life evolves. You need more or you need less. It could be as simple as 1 box and you'll be good for life, or it could be 16 feet long of boxes because you got that many tools.
Right.
So it's really what you need. It's not about what we want to sell you. It's what you need. Right. And that's our philosophy. Our philosophy is very simple. Like we talked before, we said 2 rules. 1, answer the phone. If you don't answer the phone, I don't want to talk. You cannot do that as a company. I'm going to answer the phone. Right. We're not going to answer the phone from India. We're going to answer the phone here.
There you go.
Number 2 is make something you would pay for. Are you going to take your money out of your pocket and say, I'd buy that box for $18? Yes, I would. These boxes will be launching in 2024. We brought them here to get feedback.
Okay.
What do you want? We've been doing surveys like, hey, what do you need this? What do you need there? How do you like this? How do you like that? To see what you want in a toolbox. Not what I want to sell you, but what do you need?
Well, so one of the good things about YouTube is there's a comment section. So as we go through these products, people are going to be commenting whatever they want. So it's a great little thing. And apparently, what I'm gathering, you'll actually listen.
I absolutely listen.
Yeah.
You've got to send them all to us because that's how we get better, right?
Yep.
By following what consumers want. Our company was grown. I didn't have a marketing budget of all of the major companies. I won't name any, but just I don't have that money.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm going to sell you a box, and I'm going to make sure you're happy.
Right.
Because if I make sure you're happy, you're going to tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends. You know what we've done here. And what we're trying to accomplish for the consumer, it's like an heirloom. Yesterday we got in they're 450-pound slides. So we got guys like jumping in the box, and they're like, well, how strong is this drawer? I said, well, how about, what do you got? I'm a pretty fat guy. Like, this is a solid drawer. Like, what do you want? How much more are you putting in here?
Right.
Unless you got a collection of lead, like that's just the way it is. You know, kick it, do what you want with it. That's what a box is.
Yeah.
I've had many a days where, honey, I'm going in the garage before we do, and I just walk out to the garage. And that toolbox probably gets a really good beating. And that's what it's meant for. All the facades, dual walled. So they got a solid backing. You know, and it's about choices. So we give you the choice of drawers, we give you the choice of colors, we give you the choice of trim finish. And then we also, we make a 5-inch caster like everybody else in the world, but we do something kind of cool. It's called a foot caster. Foot caster is just there because 99% of boxes, they roll and then they park. And then how many times do they roll again? They never do. They sit there and maybe once a year you move it out because they got a dust out behind it or find that screw you lost back there.
Right.
So the foot caster is kind of cool because it comes down and it drops this foot down and it'll relieve. So this will come up, it'll roll, then you drop this down and you can level your box, but it's a lot more stable. So no matter how good, our 5-inch wheels got dual locking. You lock the wheel, they lock the angle, but you're always going to get a shake.
Right.
Foot caster is like you have a workbench on feet.
Let's show the one sitting over here.
So you'll see it over here. So it's just what it's built for is like, hey guys, you're not going to roll it that much. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's make something super solid that's really going to be stable. Right. And that's the idea. So and then we give you choices of surfaces. Like everything is your choice. We got choice of locks. We brought a combo lock here, and I have never seen a more aggressive or positive customer. You're wrong. You can't do this. Okay, I'm wrong. And then it was like, that's amazing. I lose all my keys. It's like, okay, you can't win. It's like a politician. You'll never win anyways, right? So
obviously, this lock right here, which I mean, looks like you can change out to 20 different locks depending on how you guys want to do it.
We can put a key lock like everybody else does.
Right.
Is that exciting? It's just a key lock.
Right.
So bring this to SEMA, and I'm telling you, I've never seen some people so mad. Like, you were wrong for doing this. I'm like, sorry. It's just a lock, man. Let's make a conversation out of it.
Right.
Everything we did was kind of designed down. So all the trims, even the handle, we kind of came up with this idea. Let's make it look like a wrench. You know,
there
like
you go.
What's in your toolbox? It's a wrench, and that's what a handle is. So.
Well, then you were telling me earlier, all of the color you're seeing here is easily swappable.
Absolutely.
Should you decide in 5 years, now you bought a white truck and you want to match your toolbox to it, you can swap it out.
I think the traditional one is right behind you here. It's like, oh yeah, I'm an orange and black guy, and I won't end the rather. Yeah, that's a great idea. But in 10 years, you're like, what was I thinking? Maybe I'm not that guy. Maybe I want it all black. So you can swap out all these skins and bring it back to a black. You can do what you want. I'd like to say we don't mature. We just get older. But as we get older, our tastes change.
Right.
You know, I'm 50 years old. I feel like I'm 22 in my mind. My body doesn't follow, but that's how I feel. But that's just you know, the idea is just to say, hey, if you regret something or you want to change something, just go for it. We'll change it for you.
There you go.
I believe a set of skins is like 120 bucks.
There you go.
It's just we're not here. I want you in this for life. I want you to believe that what I'm going to sell you is what you need, and what you're going to buy from me is worth its weight. Okay?
Gotcha.
You work so goddamn hard for money. You just it's so hard, and I don't care how much money you make. You look at your bank at the end of the day and go, oh, that's all that's left? And where to go, right?
Right.
So we just try to keep it real. So if you want to swap out a drawer, drawers are 150 bucks. And if you're swapping, let's just say you're swapping a single to a double, well, you don't even have to buy the slide. It's even cheaper. We'll make it cheaper for you because you already got your slide. I'll just send you the drawer. You know, I don't need to sell you, oh no, it's a one-kit thing. No, you got the slide already, just use it, keep it.
Well, so you're showing us on the smaller drawers. Well, if we're going to go to the real small ones over here, let's show what.
Yep. So a lot of people out there on the small guys, they'll say, okay, well the smaller drawer, lighter weight. I can't get 400 pounds in here, right? So we'll put a cheaper slide. We run the same slide. Just keep it the same. It's just so simple. KISS, right? Keep it stupid simple. It's just something that you work it, and then we make it so, again, this has got single drawers, this has got bigger, this could come up, that could go down. A lot of guys, when they do work in shops, don't necessarily lock their box all the time. So sometimes what they want to do is they want to have maybe a little hidden compartment or whatever. So in here, it looks like the frame of this, but this is actually a one piece. This is actually a hidden, it's your laptop, scanner, whatever drawer, and inside of this there's a lock box to put your personals. So it's kind of like a hidden compartment. Now this has its own set of keys. It's locked separately from your box, and when you put this in, it locks entirely like that. Nice. So just little things that people have asked us for.
Right.
Hey, I'd like power on the front. You know what? Power on the front is great because it's a temporary power. You just need to plug in, plug in. We have charging drawers. We got charging shelves for all the inside for your batteries and all that kind of stuff. But this is like, oh, I got to do this. I need to plug in right now.
Right.
So it's a quick plug in, out it goes. Are you going to use it every day? Probably not. But it's just there. It's quick. It's easy. You tell me what you want, I'll make it.
Well, and then if you screw up and you didn't make the right decision, you can change it.
Absolutely. All drawers. So again, here you see it. We got a triple, we got a double, and we got a single. And that can be configured 2 triples. 7 is your magic number, lucky number 7, right?
Okay.
So 7 is your magic number. You can get up to 7 singles or any combination thereof, and that's really.
I mean, here you go. Here's a.
Yep. Here's a 6 with a double.
Okay.
So all single drawers. Our double drawers were built for all the larger sockets, tall sockets. So you stand them up. All the guys got these stands, right? So these were built for that. The bottom drawer was calculated off all the spray bottles for all the finishing detail guys, so they can stand it up. So we're working on a stand right now. It's going to come in there. You can stand it on in there so don't move. Triple drawers were built for larger, bulkier items. And again, if you mess up when you configure it, it's not like it's going to cost you $2,000. It's going to cost you $200 or $150 for one drawer, $300 for 2. We'll swap out. Hey, I didn't really want to do that. Could you just send me 2 of these? Boom. We send them off to you.
Nice. Well, then we were talking earlier about your design process, your manufacturing facility, and the money that went into it. And I don't know, but it sounded like you put up a hefty amount of your own dollars because you believe in what you're doing.
We were the manufacturer that you'll see, I'll say who made your shoes, right?
Right.
Who made your phone? Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you that that manufacturer probably doesn't own a manufacturing facility. He says, we design it, we develop it, we patent it, and we get you to make it. And that was our philosophy for many years. 4 years ago, the world just kind of went wonky, right? COVID, everything, supply chain, everything kind of went upside down. And a lot of people were saying, you got to reshore. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what, you're right. We're a small company. We bet more than 75% of our actual sales on a manufacturing facility. And we built a manufacturing facility here in North America. And so we do all the welding, everything in Canada. Next best thing from the U.S. Sorry about that, but it's just.
You're from Canada.
Yeah, I'm from Canada.
Okay.
I don't actually know because we have offices in Vegas and in Columbus, and we're opening one in Dallas. So it's just like I'm from somewhere in North America, but it's just I live in a plane. But no, the reality is we do all the welding up there. And then we do all the assembly here in the U.S. So, because I don't know if you're picking yellow, you're picking blue. So I know how many drawers you want. So all our facilities are built as assembly plants throughout the U.S. and make sure they get that box the right way. If your business is you're a Honda, okay? We'll just call it like that. And you say, okay, I'm going to move my manufacturing facility. Can Honda turn into Bentley? Oh my God, that's a different customer. I can't do that. I can't go to that price. I'd love to, but I can't. That's not my customer. But can Honda turn into an Acura, right? And so you step up that quality, you step up that fit, you step up that finish and the value.
Right.
And that's where we kind of came in and we said, okay, we're going to bring it back to North America, but I still got to compete with products coming out of there. So how do I do that? You do it through robotics. We do it through, instead of creating jobs, we create careers. All our guys are technicians. I got 8 guys on the floor and make 100 boxes a day.
Nice.
Everything is robotics. We take a sheet of metal to a welded cabinet, and that's 1 employee. The other 7 either are small parts or assembly, and that's it. And we have to do that in order to be able to give you affordable products.
Okay.
And that's what it is. They're not going away. The import business will never go away. The stronger it gets, the cheaper it gets.
Right.
So we build something that we can compete with but give you that superior step up in quality.
Awesome.
Like paint we use is what they use on frames of trucks.
Okay.
Because you try to resist a brake fluid, it's got to resist a brake cleaner, it's got to do all these things that we want it to resist to as a toolbox. It's just kind of neat. It's a new world of understanding the actual quality that you can put into it, down to a ball bearing. We tried to really design these and manufacture these with that quality in mind.
Okay.
And that's really the key.
So, I mean, we got Pro Slat, we've got your cabinets over there. I mean, can we go through all of it?
So yeah, we can walk through. So what we do, toolbox. Toolbox is, like, again, we were talking before, you got 6 options. You just mix and match. We got a cool design center. Click it in, you drag them in, you put them up, and it's just like you build the box you need to do. And if you're on a budget, go small, and then when you run it, when you want to expand, just call us back, we're going to expand. And then we do everything else. We do all the backsplashes, and we do slat wall, we got all these types of stuff, you know, the handles, everything you're looking for to organize, that's what we do. Our company was built off of garage organization, your home. The garage is this room that everybody forgets about. And
Right.
It's so important. Put your walls to work is one of our philosophies. Just get everything organized and do stuff like that. So our slat wall business is like, it's huge, and it's not a huge commitment. It's $200 a box, right? And you can buy 1 box, and you can do a whole garage. And this kind of shows you inside, just, you know, when you say put your walls to work, it's just, you can put a whole bunch of stuff in a very organized space. Now, we may cheat here, it may look real pretty. My garage does not look like this at all. I got 3 kids, everything's tossed everywhere, but it's just, hey, I need to move this, so you move it off. You know, we don't want hooks falling, so we lock them in, and I want to move it over here. Now, this looks like PVC, it's got a carbon fiber finish, but inside of this, we're the only ones that are putting aluminum inside. So the aluminum inside is really something that, it gives it so much strength. So we sent this to a lab, and these hooks here, and we broke every hook trying to break our slat wall. We got to 300 and something pounds, and we couldn't break the slat wall. We'd snap the welds, we'd bend the back plate. It was just, okay, well, we'll call it 200 pounds per square foot, but it's engineered for more than that. It's just that solid. You get into this stuff for $200. It's not.
What is $200 getting me? I'm seeing
4x8. So
Oh, 4x8 for $200?
4x8.
Oh,
so
that's great.
A sheet of plywood.
Yeah.
You want a size. So
That's a big piece.
It's almost plywood price.
Yeah.
In California.
That really is. You're going to turn a wall into just so much. There's just so few spaces in your house now.
Right.
That are gonna. You got to maximize everything you got, and that's what this does. It just gives you some functionality real easy. A lot of guys out there are selling just like a single piece, and I call it the 2x4 nail piece, right? So
Yep.
you go buy a track, cost you $20 for that 4 foot, and then you got to buy the screws that match, and then you got to buy the caps. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden you're at like $35 or $40. Christ, it's only 4 feet. It's $10 a foot.
Right.
You know, we're giving you 80 feet, so it's a linear feet of hang space for a lot less money. And it's just, and you're gonna get more stuff on it because you mix and match. And yeah, reality is, I'll probably have 3 shovels on this, 4 rakes on that, a broom, and you got stuff, but you got stuff.
Right.
Life has stuff, especially nowadays with every single activity. Everybody's outdoor doing something new. Ever since COVID, we're all like nature freaks. So it's, it's just, except for me. But it's just, that's what it is. So it's just giving you that flexibility to do what you want where you want.
Right.
So, and we do all the accessories, and accessories start from $1.99 to probably $12. And we got shells that are more expensive. We got kits that get more value and stuff like that. So that we were talking about here. So that's the aluminum trim inside of it. So the idea is very simple. So this is, when you get a box, you don't get a sheet. It's not like a sheet of plywood. You get 10 pieces. Your screws go into your upper cavity,
Nice.
into your studs, 16 or 24 inch. The next one comes interlocks. Now the nice thing about this is if you're like me, you buy a stud finder and you really don't know how those work. Like they say stud, they don't say stud. Where's the center? We don't know where the center is.
Right.
If you put a screw in and miss a stud, you take it back out, put the screw in next door. If you put the panel on before your wife walks out, you're still a professional. She'll never know that you messed up. And that's the cool part about it, right? So it's just something that we make it easy for the consumer, the guy who's buying it, who's putting it in himself. You're probably going to mess up, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We got your back. Like, just don't worry about it. We're going to cover it up with the next panel, and even the top comes with top trim and it hides everything. So it's just, again, a lot of guys, like I said, they sell it, everything's individual because it's dollars every time. In our box, the trims, the screws, we even give you a drill bit, just in case your drill bits aren't up to date. We give you a brand new drill bit to make sure you successful install this in the wall.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Whether it's regular PVC, whether it's what we call Pro Core, because it's got a professional core in there. Plus is Pro Core that looks better. And then it is. At the end of the day, they're both just as strong. This one just looks a lot sexier. Like the wrap on it is really kind of cool. And the heart of it really is this aluminum insert that's included in there.
Awesome.
It makes it so strong because when the hook goes in, the hook, let me just grab the hook here. It hooks into the aluminum up top, and then it rests on the aluminum down bottom, right here. Let me snap that back in. So the actual PVC itself is just there to look pretty.
Yeah.
And that's what PVC was meant for, right? It's a finish. It's not a function. So we took the function out of this with the aluminum, and that was kind of the goal.
Well, then coming around to these cabinets, I mean,
the built-in.
Yeah.
We are the biggest box. It's just, I keep saying box. I'm sorry, I've been chuckling in my head, but it's just we make a 40-inch box. They're huge. This is probably a big mess because we leave everything in here. But it's got so much storage space, the cubic inch, and everyone's like, how much does that cost? And my answer is very simple. How much does a car cost? Well, what car? Well, it's the same question in a cabinet, right? Well, they have a tall cabinet. Well, what is the actual cubic inches? And that's the key part. And people play these games because they got these cabinets that are 20 inches or 24 inches. And it's great if you got Pokemon cards or like a Matchbox toys. But anything other than that, it's not fitting in.
Right.
We're 40-inch modules. They're just big. They could give you storage space. Our tall cabinet here, I call it Mom's coming, throw everything into the tall cabinet and close the door, right? Because you can get everything in. It's a closet of your kid's room, and that's what it is. It's just get everything in there. And then we do all the wall mounts, and we do base, and we got drawers. We got a bunch of modules. You get to choose your finish color on your facade again. You get in this series, you get to choose your handle color too. So again, it's up to what you want to do.
So are the toolboxes adaptable, or is this a separate?
So right now, two separate categories.
Okay.
This is furniture.
Right.
You got shelving in your living room. It's furniture. This is shelving, storage space for your garage.
Okay.
A toolbox you're gonna make your living out of. A lot of guys. Now, a lot of guys would like to have just a toolbox in their garage, and yes, we can do that too. So, yes, they will be, but like we said before, SEMA's just this weird animal. We just couldn't get everything here for that time.
Right.
No matter how hard we try. Tomorrow we start 2024, and I guarantee you, I'll get here next year and say, I wish I did this, this. Yes, they will be adaptable. But
okay.
one cool thing is, these are not the same slides. This is more of a residential grade slide that you'd see in most toolboxes, but we put it in our residential series. This drawer will be available as of January with the heavy duty. If ever you need that capacity, we'll make this in an HD version.
Okay.
So you can add. It's just, I think it's about a $400 option. You just click into, I want these slides. Just this slide costs $8 for the pair. That slide costs like 45.
Gotcha.
It's just quick math.
Grab this shelf from the top corner and open it.
Yeah.
It's the exact same feeling as if you grabbed it in the middle.
Yeah, there's no flex.
Everything.
Awesome.
Everything.
One thing I hate
Every
is when
drawer.
you open a drawer and you get that like wobble effect, like the bottom's swinging around.
So here's what I
that's
vote.
amazing.
We send one of these to the farm.
Okay.
We get some guns out. We shoot it and see what happens.
Okay.
Let's just blow some stuff up. Let's see how much we can damage it. We'll just have some fun with it. Yeah.
I mean, that's standing behind your product. We are willing to do that.
I don't know what's going to happen, but it'll be fun.
All right.
Whatever happens, it's going to be fun.
But
that's the idea. The idea
Can
is,
we send a second one so we can keep one nice?
But the idea is you grab this door and you try and bend that door.
Yeah.
You don't bend that door. You won't bend that door.
I don't think, I'm not gonna lie, I did it outside of here.
42.
I tried. I was sitting here like, dude, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not going to move.
That's
This
impressive.
door set is 84, 85 pounds of doors on the cabinet. But it's the same thing on the drawers. You know, often you have to grab it from the middle or the thing won't open.
Right.
You know, you grab ours from the corner and they open.
Yeah.
It's just, listen, my name's on it. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to make sure if you're going to spend the money on my place, I won't disappoint you. And that's just life's philosophy.
Again, and you guys see why we were attracted to come over, and then when Eric started talking to us, we're like, yeah, dude, you're clearly one of us. We wanted to put this video out because these toolboxes are different. I mean, it's a different approach to a toolbox.
Right or wrong,
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Right or
It
wrong.
might not be for you.
I love that.
I've gotten both sides.
We've heard the price point. It seems to be about middle ground of price points.
Exactly there.
Yeah.
We're sitting there below a lot of the majors, above the basic box store, selection of boxes.
Right.
But the
the quality is up with them, but the price is down here.
There you
and that's
go.
our goal.
And again, you buy one of the major tool truck brands and you don't like your color, you're in a lot of trouble and you spend a lot of money to try to redo that.
Yeah.
Whereas in this boat, and we see all the colors that those brands come out with, and it's a big thing. It takes forever for them to roll out colors because it's an assembled box in that color and it lives in that color. Whereas I'm assuming you guys can roll colors out very quickly and
so
very
what
simply.
we do when guys are like, so one of the colors they have there is that old Dodge purple.
Yep.
So and I believe one of the major brands came out with a purple, and so we had a few questions. So a guy said, "Will you paint one purple?" I said, "No problem. I'll sell you a box of powder." I think a box of powder cost me about $65. I said, "So I'll charge you $65 plus." I think it was 10% just to cover my cost,
Right.
and I'll paint a purple for you. Yeah, it's fine by me. I'll
There
do
you go.
it.
Here you go.
It's again, it doesn't cost me. It's going through the same paint booth, whether it's red or purple or blue or
Right.
black. It's going through at the same time. The changeover, a bit of a pain in the butt, but we'll do it because that's what he wants. So we'll
There
take
you go.
care of him.
Eric, where's the best place? I mean, are they all separate websites? What's the best place to find this stuff?
Best place is online, proslat.com. Everything is there. Or call us. 888-691-2944. Hit 0. If they don't answer the phone, my extension's 222. Call me. I'll make sure they answer.
That's the owner. That's the owner. He said he will never have a robot answer his phone.
Never.
There you go, guys. So super cool product. Excited to show it off. Dedek's excited about it. You like it, buddy? You sold?
Dude, I'm already thinking about it in the front of the shop where that little
This is
welding
a-
stand is.
Yep.
That right there in that corner in front of our lift, that would be. Whew.
Let's just put the one that we shoot up in there, but we'll actually still use it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm sure.
We'll mount the doors. I'll send you a second. We'll mount the doors up. I bet you if I stand inside while you shot it, I wouldn't have a problem.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that video. Yeah, we're not doing that video. That's gone bad once on YouTube already. We're not doing that video. All right, guys, go check them out. Proslat.com. It's cool stuff, y'all. Cool stuff.
Damn.